All right, I hope we start. I've waited enough time. Good morning, everybody, and I hope you are doing well. Give me one in the chat if I'm loud and clear, and we'll be good to go. Thank you so much for joining our call for today. Every morning, I come here to teach one or two things. I do not take a much of your time. It's usually 1 hour or 30 minutes every single morning, and make sure that we share something. Um, I'm trying to start up something new also when it comes to training. Not new, when I talk about something new, usually people get scared. I have seen someone who's recording this on, okay, it's a local recording. Okay, I've seen, I've seen, okay, let me first ignore that. Let me just go straight to my lesson for today. So this is TradingView. And so this was my analysis for yesterday. I hope, yeah, I think it was a successful delivery. And what I was doing here is what I'm about to share with you. The TradingView has not yet refreshed. This is an old thing. I hope it does very fast because this chart is old, so it cannot operate. Is this current price? Or is it that doesn't have a countdown? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, this was, and I successfully delivered, and some cool money was made. So I was doing what I'm gonna share with you today. We have done indicators just because it was an introduction. I'll continue with the indicators later, but I want to start on a very important subject, and that is support and resistance. To me, I basically believe that trading is support and resistance. Trading is support and resistance. And if someone cannot draw those lines of support and resistance, I believe they cannot trade. But when we are doing our analysis, I usually say it is a top to down approach. You start from a bigger time frame and then continue in a lower time frame. So today, I will start with a bigger time frame. Okay. And today we are going to learn something very simple and very easy. I know we have talked about candles and we said that a green candle opens below and closes above. So since it opens below and closes above, we can be able to draw our lines of support and resistance either at the body close, and when you decide to use the body close, you need to be very consistent, or we can use the wicks. Okay, we can use the wicks. Okay, so this is the high, the highest point, and this is the lowest point. So you can use the wicks or the shadows. I know, so on when someone is talking about trading, there are a few things that are key. One is the open, the open of the candle. Two is the high, the highest price. Three is the low, the lowest price, the lowest price. And four is the close. So the open, the high, the close, and the low, or the open, the high, the low, and the close are very key when it comes to any candlestick. So even if it is this one, the open, the high, the low, and where it will close, they're equally very important. But when someone wants to trade or to do support and resistance, it is basic that you see this was the lowest price or where the coin went lowest, and this was the highest price where the coin went highest. So where it went highest is the resistance, and where it went lowest is the support. And so you can decide to say, that for you, you will draw your support line at the body close. Use the body close approach. Or you can use the wicks. So let's start. So if someone wants to understand support and resistance, they should be able to draw their lines on one candle like this, because that's where trading starts. So if someone cannot be able to draw their support line and resistance line on one candle, so you start with learning from one candle, then you improve, then you can be able to draw it on a group of candles. Okay, if you cannot draw it on one candle, then it will be confusing when you look at a group of candles. Okay, because trading is simple. Let me take here. If someone had seen this coin prior in one day, and they entered this was their lowest point, and they drew their line here, and this was their highest point, and they drew their line above here, and they decided to make their entry. It means that when we bring our measurement site, this one, and we measure from here to where this coin went highest, this coin delivered 180%. In simple calculation, if someone had seen this and you were a good trader and you had for your 5,000 invested, 180% would have given you $9,000. $9,000. If you had your $10,000 and you took this 180%, that was 1,800. And this took one day. Not one day, okay, a couple of days. This is a couple of days because each candle here is a couple of days. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days. In 4 days, you had made $9,000 in profit by just using an understanding of support and resistance. And so it is key. It is what trading is all about. But before we put our focus on a group of candles, it is important for someone to learn how to draw support and resistance on one single candle, because that's where the business starts. So what are we going to do? And that's the topic for today. It is short, simple, and precise. Before I now go into, so in simple terms, support is like a flow. Okay, support is like a flow. Imagine you are seated, you are standing on a flow, you are seated somewhere, but your feet are the flow. It is the support. Your feet have been supported somewhere. Okay, and resistance is the ceiling. Resistance is the ceiling. Resistance is the ceiling. Now, the ceiling are meant to be broken. So if this coin moved from here, that's why trading is good. If this coin moved from here, its ultimate goal, because this was the last ceiling, its ultimate goal was to break the ceiling and form what we call ATH, all-time high. So depending from where you are looking at the moment of the price, depending from where you are looking at the coin, depending from where you are looking at the moment, at the price action, when one says price action, it's what the price is doing currently. I don't know if I'm making sense. Price action is what the price is doing currently. So from where you are seeing, from where you are looking, we believe that if this was the ceiling, the intention of the market is to make sure that it breaks the ceiling, maybe forms a retracement to continue to the upward journey. But the ceiling is meant to be broken. So let's draw our line of support and resistance. And like I've said, it is simple. You tap on the pencil, and you can pick a horizontal line. You can pick a trend line. because when we are drawing our support and resistance, we can draw it in a diagonal way, we can draw it in a horizontal way. So any format is okay. But for our candle start, we are going to come here and pick different tools. One, because we want to draw it in a horizontal way, we have those that do horizontal work, the horizontal ray or the horizontal line. So I'll pick the horizontal ray because I want to start from a specific point. So I press there. That was the highest point. Then I also come and press it at the bottom. Can you see that simple task? So what have I done? I have drawn a line at where the price went highest, and I have drawn the line where the price went lowest. This means this is my support, and this is my resistance. And I have informed you that the role of the ceiling or the role of the ceiling, it's meant to be broken. And once my ceiling is broken, then I know that this coin, this trade is looking for a new ceiling. Are we learning? All I'm here doing kwanga, bolinjo, mandulu, menguli. All I'm speaking kwantulu here. Are we learning? All I'm just doing manvululu. Hmm? I might be here when I'm doing manvululu. People are not understanding. I'm speaking in tongues. It's like I'm on a Tower of Babel. When I'm like on the Tower of Babel. Hey, you are running Manvululu. Abekabu go seems is in floating rows. You see, when someone is joins this training and is in floating rows, they usually do not think like other people. People in floating rows, they are usually different, especially these that are emotionally attracted to the trade. When they join trading, they're like, my coin. So when you are teaching, they are dreaming about the coin as if they can control the market. So when you are teaching, they're like, you see me, you know me, I am a trader, I am the market, I am. So whenever you are teaching, whenever you are teaching, they are dreaming about floating gross. And when you tell them add the capital, they don't have. So they are always here confused. And when you happen to tell them share Royal Q, they can even kill you. I share what? Me, I came only to trade. I came only to trade. They told me the robot trades for me. How did you know about it? Someone told you. Can you control your emotions? I came to trade. For us, we came, paid my robot 120. Now, when I get started, they start telling me, talk about Loyal Chew, tell others about Loyal Chew. I don't want to tell anyone who I will die alone. I want to make my money alone. You see me, I came from a poor background. My father, who has asked you all those? Share. If you don't want to share, how did you know about Loyal Chew? Someone told you. For us, we shall never share. We shall never tell anyone. We shall make our money alone. Because when we tell them, they abuse us. When we tell them, they say the thing doesn't work. Who told you everybody will say yes? Did you first? Did even you? We spent so many months telling you, Loyalty is good. You were like, they will scam my money, they will steal my money. Me, I don't want to join. Now, why do you want others to say yes, even when you were as hard as a dry cassava? You were as hard as a dry cassava. Now you want everybody, for you, whoever you go to your inbox. Hello, he Royal Chew, yes. He Royal Chew, yes. Yet you were as hard as a cassava, a dry one even. So allow the process. You were very hard. Then others, he speaks to the first person. He says no. He goes to another one. He says no. Me, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. You see, the whole of this week, I spoke to 5 people. Nobody said yes. Who told you they will say yes? Did you first agree with them? Go to next if you don't want. Suffer with your floating loss. Are you the only one floating? Now, when you want to use the single candle approach, I have not told you to go and trade, but you see, when you draw your line of support and resistance, I remember in one of the previous classes we had by Coach Mopiwa, he discussed different market reversal chart patterns. But I'll pick out some market reversal chart candle patterns, like when you find a gravestone, whether this doji is this one, which signifies an uptrend, or whether it is this one, which signifies a downward trend. I want to give you a very good sweet approach, especially, let me go to my best time frame, which is 4 hours, especially when you find a coin that has been on a downward trend, okay? You find a coin that has been on a downward trend, and you fall in love with the coin, especially a coin that has been on a downward trend, is usually very, very sweet. This one, it came like a thunder. Let me look for one that has suffered. This one, it's called the Ray. Yes. Now look at this. This is a very good trade. So a coin that has been on a downward trend and you really want to trade. Okay. So you see, when we talk about a downward trend, you can see that in this area, we had a consistency of already candles coming down. And we said that a downward trend is made up of a sequence of the market. This was, let me say, a highest point, which is a higher high. Then it forms a lowest point, which was the lower low. From here, it forms a point here, which is a higher low. Sorry, a lower high. No, a higher low, sorry, which is the highest point from the low. Then it comes down here and forms a lowest point. So as the market is making this direction, forming low points and higher points, and you want to trade maybe in this particular trade, what you are supposed to do, if this is your 4-hour time frame, and you are learning how to draw candlesticks on a single candle, you come and pick your horizontal low at this lowest point, then you go and pick another horizontal ray at this highest point. You have drawn what we call a support and resistance. Now you have been drawing these in the 4-hour time frame. Lower your time frame from all our 4 hours and come to a lower time frame. Let me say like not 1 month, not 1 minute, like 15 minutes. What are you looking for? But now take this to the shop and they give you, take this. Yeah, give it to mommy. Take to mommy. Take to mommy, then you come back. I give you $10. Take to mommy, then you come, I give you $10. Good girl, bye. The children. She wants support and resistance. I keep on explaining, but you should. Okay, so you draw your support and your resistance. Remember, we have said that this resistance is meant to be broken. So once it is broken, understand that the market So we are going to discuss about breakouts and whatsoever. Understand that the market, if it has broken this in your one day, when you come here and draw your Kasimpoka line, like I come here and I say this was the highest point where the market failed to go. So once this one I have drawn is broken, I am sure, we shall talk about factors. I am sure that now from here, it will go up to here. So I will take the take profit we are going to discuss. So that is how you start your trading journey. For example, let me pick coins that are doing well. Those doing poorly suffocate. Coins that are doing well. Let me pick UTC. If this coin gets back to $1, now let me go to start from a bigger time frame. Never start from a smaller time frame. Okay, never start from a smaller time frame. Start from a bigger time frame. Now you see here there is a doji. Okay, here there is a doji. Dojis, I've told you they are very good. So you come here, press your horizontal line. When you find a doji, this is how you trade the dojis. You draw a line at the high, and you also draw a line at the low. You draw a line at the high, and also you draw a line at the low. They're usually market reversal signals. They show market reversal, that the market that was on a continuous downward trend is now going to go to a straight up trend. Okay, so knowing that in my mind, then I can come and I pick this doji and I use it to give me good results. Okay, so this one is getting more stubborn. So let me bring mine. So I bring my horizontal ray at the lowest point. You move the cursor and the dot, you put the dot where you want to draw. So you move, then you put the dot where you want to draw. So when the dot reaches, you tap in the dot once, tap, then it draws the line. Then you go again, bring the horizontal ray again at the highest point. Then you draw the line. So I've drawn at the low and I'm in one day. Then I can come maybe in 1 hour, move from a higher time frame, then you come to a lower time frame, and it was broken. So once this one is broken, I just need to look in the past where the market went highest. This we shall discuss, not now. But I just go back and I say, where did it go highest? Here. Where did it go highest? Where did it go highest? The way message can pop. Where did it go highest? You are just asking yourself that question, because that's where I just need to look. Where did it go highest? Where did it go highest? I'm using the phenomenon of a dragonfly or a doji that is not a plus, that is not an indecision doji, because this was indecision. But these others, they signify market reversal. So you see, then I bring my price range. This is the price range. If I entered from here, we shall discuss when you enter. If I entered from around here, then I take profit here. I move out. Then I wait. I see if it will close above my line. If it does, then I go in. Only if I'm a strong borrowed person. This is where now the difference in trading comes in. If I'm strong and patient, then I make I take to the highest price. And this is 16%, if I can remain patient. And these were just a few hours, but also, okay, so many hours were involved in the trade. But what did I use? I used a dragon. Let me pick another one. If this coin was going down, the coin was going down, this is 1 hour. Can we all see this one here? The coin was going down, I find this here. I just become happy. Why? Because it is a market reversal signal candlestick chart. So I see the coin was moving from down here, then I find Mr. Luakutunu here. The coin was moving down in this direction. I find Madam Luakutunu here. Am I making sense to someone? So all these are important. So once I find him here, I say, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Kawanda, the profit maker. Then I draw my line at the lowest price. Then I draw my line at the highest price. Support and resistance. Single candle. You also is disturbing me with recording. You disturb me every time. You record, you stop. If you are not interested, also stop. I will stop the permission. You record, you stop. You start, you record. You stop, you record. If you are tired, stop the recording, go in peace. Do not become another strangling block. If you decide to record, record. But you record, you stop. You start, you record. So you draw at the lowest point. This is the lowest price. And this is the highest price. And this one is the doji. So when I draw it in 1 hour, I was taking sorry, money. Okay, come on. Sorry. You, your best. 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 We are teaching. When you come in class, keep quiet. So you have done this in 1 hour. Then go to a lower time frame. And going to a lower time frame means you are doing an earlier entry in the market. So if this is 1 hour, I can confidently come maybe in 15 minutes or in 5 minutes. And I see, I drew my support and resistance the other side. I drew my support and resistance the other side. Sorry. So once this breaks out my resistance, where do I expect the coin to go? I just look in the past. Where did this coin go highest? And it failed to break through. I go here, number 1. I come here, number 2. So all these are take profit points. So it means I can comfort. It means that I can comfortably now enter my coin from any of these points. I take profit here or I take profit here. Are we learning? So you are drawing support and resistance on a doji because you know it is a market reversal signal, or it could even be a pin bar. But when I talk about doji pin bar, do you understand? When I talk about doji pin bar, do you understand? When I talk about doji pin bar, do you understand? Now, if you don't understand, come here. These classes have not started today. Come here on YouTube. Come here on live sessions. Scroll down. You see all these classes here. Please, guys, you see all these classes here. You see all these classes here. Here. You are going to reach a point and you're going to find Coach Mopiwa is here. He's explaining these candlestick chart patterns to you. Is explaining these candlestick chart patterns to you. What is a pin bar? What is a doji? They are all here. Okay? They are all here. And I named them very well. Session 1, session 2, session 3. Session 1, season 6, technical analysis. You learn about trading view. You finish session 1, session 2 is here. After session 2, session 3 is here. After session 3, session 4 is here. After session 4, okay, where is session 5? Okay. So then this one is here. This one is here. So all these trainings, candlestick chart patterns, Coach Mopiwa has finished them. So me, I will not be repeating. Give me a one if I'm clear. Which tool do we use when drawing? So you are taking me to where we have finished. So go take your personal time, because me, I'm not going to go back to the past. Okay. Now, what is the main theme for today? That's where I'm putting my focus. The main theme for today, for example, this coin became political. Let's go to 4-hour time frame, and we see if we could find a very good opportunity. Now, if you can draw support and resistance on one candle, and you can also draw support and resistance on a group of candles, all of you can see when I press my horizontal line at this lowest point, and I press my horizontal line at this highest point, I'll use the body close. It means that this is the lowest point, and this is the highest point. Now, remember we talked about indicators. For example, in this case, I'll come here and I put the stochastic RSI, because it will give me market direction. Now, those of you who say that you want to make money, can you see that the stochastic RSI is in the oversold area? Can you see that the stochastic RSI is in the oversold area? Give me a one in the chat if you can see that it is in the oversold area. Give me a one in the chat if you can see, because that is trading. It is in the oversold area. Now, before I continue, people who want to learn trading now, understand that this is a process. Give me a 3. Give me a 3 if you're understanding. This is a process. You're not going to come here today and you become an expert today. You are asking me, where can we be slow? This is a process. You're not going to join this call today and in the evening you were trading expert. Become with me. At first, I've showed you how to draw a line above the candle and below the candle. Now I'm trying to show you how you draw a line at the lowest point and at the highest point. As simple as that. So don't complicate it. I want to trade now. Oh, where can I? How can I be slow? This is something that will take you some time. You are not going to join one call and tomorrow morning you are trading expert. Even when your father wanted to give birth with your mother to you, it did not happen in one day. It takes time. That was the best example. So you have drawn at the lowest point. Now, when you draw at your lowest point, this shows you this is business. I can now comfortably draw a vertical line, because we discussed this, a vertical line at this crossover. So I bring the dot at the crossover here. Then I draw the line. Then at the body close of the candle, which is this one, I will draw there a line. That is where the crossover happened. Then I come on my pencil, come and pick what we call a price range, which we discussed. We discussed this. It is found down here in measurement. Where is measurement? Measurement and forecast here. This one is called price range. So you tap on it once, it comes to your screen. So I enter from here, and I want to take my profit on top of this, at this line. But since it is that, we usually do not take the whole profit. I move it down to 2/3 of the journey. So I'm sure that someone will get a 2%. And when I find trades like this one, and the stochastic RSI is down here, if I was going to trade with $5,000, I can even say I will expose 8,000 because of where the RSI is. The potential of my profit, the trade is more good. If I was going to expose $1,000, I can increase my exposure on the coin. Am I making sense to someone? No. This is what we are going to dig deep into. But at first, if you cannot draw support and resistance on one candle, trust me, it is very hard for you to draw support and resistance on a group of candles. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. Now, we are still discussing support and resistance. So this one, it even has news around it. So if I want, I can dodge. How the Trump dodge vision. When Trump comes in, he has a dodge vision. You see, as the US, someone is telling you, as the US presidential election approaches, the former president, Donald Trump, odds on crypto betting platforms like Polymaker have surged, with analysis predicting significant implications on Bitcoin. Now, you just need to understand that during Trump's rally, Tesla CEO revealed plans for Doge initiative, suggesting that it could reduce Federal Reserve spending by at least $2 trillion. Now, since the news is talking about Trump winning, that is why Dogecoin is doing well. So if you also enter now, you are going to take your 1.5. Why? Because of what is happening. So when you add technical analysis plus fundamental analysis, it now makes sense. The fundamental is news about Doge. The technical is find a perfect entry on the coin. Is it okay? Are you now adding why we talked about technical analysis, fundamental analysis before? Am I making sense? Do you remember why I started with the fundamental analysis before I came to technical analysis? Now you know RSI. Now this is free money. You can enter this coin and take 2%. It will deliver. Why? It has positive news around it. Two, you are entering when the RSI is in the oversold area. This will give someone good money. Now, here I did not draw on any candle. No. When I opened this chart and I looked at it, as just said, from the current price, this is what I told myself. I did not draw on any candle here. I said this is the current price of the coin. So that is the current price. So from the current price of this coin, what is the lowest price? It is this one, where the coin went lowest. From the current price, what is the highest price? It is this one. So from the current price, I'm now deleting the current price line. From the current price to the highest price, it is my take profit. And from the current price to the lowest price, it is my margin call. Am I making sense to someone? Now, what I have done is drawing a horizontal line at the lowest price, which becomes my support, and drawing a line at the highest price, which becomes my resistance from the current price. Am I making sense to someone? Give me a one in the chat. Here, I did not draw on any candle. Guys, I don't want to cause confusion. The reason why I started with a candle is to show you that I can draw a line at the highest price and I can draw a line at the lowest price. Let me first trade Doge because before I finish money will have left me. These things of let us think about it. Let me first enter Dogecoin so that by the time I finish my training, I have made my money. But the coin is a little bit slow. It is not a fast trade. I don't also expect a lot of miracles around it. But that doesn't prevent me from trading it. I just need to make sure that I remain very patient with myself. And that's what I usually say. And I'll take 1.5. I have bought. And the beauty about it, if we go back to our, let me share my screen, because that's where now me use RSI to trade, which I discussed in yesterday's lesson. It's even if I open this coin, yes, I started with $5. When I open the RSI, oh, the RSI is at 72 here, but this is 15 minutes. And I came here, I explained Bollinger Bands. Me, I understand now that if this coin moved from here, came down here, went up, now I told you this line can act as a support, and this is a 20 moving average. If you remember me talking about a 20 moving average, give me a yes in the chat. I know that when candles are forming above this line, the coin is on an uptrend. And I know this is resistance. It has not yet reached the resistance here. I told you these act as support and resistance. So since it is here, it is going to here. So I want this smaller profit that is here. Am I making sense to someone now? I want this. But I've talked about these things. Oh, am I speaking to? I want that small profit. There, you know me, I'm not very serious. So when you come here, don't expect me to be very serious. I want this small profit. But when I return this coin from 15 minutes and I got a bigger time frame like 4 hours, I know that this coin moved from here, but I see it has reached a certain stage and it wants to continue. So even when I'm on Royal Q, I look at the current price and I look at the highest price. I say, okay, this is current price, lower price, this one. Current price, this one. So there is business. The coin went down, it's now. Am I making sense to someone? I can draw marginal lines. Number two, I see also the RSI is gathering energy here. And the MACD is not giving me any good news. But the RSI, when I put on my moving average, when I put on my moving average, this is 99. This is 25. The candles were forming below, but now they have crossed above the 7 moving average. Is now what we have started in the past trying to add up. Do you see? Now people tell me, do you see how I'm adding the things we have looked at in the past to make a decision? I don't know if I'm making sense. We looked at the stochastic RSI. Even when I look at it here, when I look at my stochastic RSI here, it is at 65. It is not yet at 80. But I see the coin is gathering energy. But when I use TradingView, it gives me a better approach. Am I making sense to someone? When I use my TradingView, it gives me a clear picture. Have you seen why we use TradingView? Give me a yes in the chat if you have seen the reason why we use TradingView. Because it gives me a clear picture. I don't know if I'm speaking to someone. I'm about to finish, don't worry. Don't worry about me. It gives me a clear picture of what is happening on this coin, and it increases my confidence. This I cannot see very well in my Royal Q. Am I making a sense to someone? Let me look at this coin. We are looking at support and resistance on one candle, but that one I just added. Now, if this is a signal and I want to trade, can you see where the stochastic RSI is? It is in the over. Can someone type in the chat? It is in the over. Can someone type in the chat? It is in the over what? It is in the over what? Can someone type in the chat? The RSI is in the over what? The RSI is in the oversold area. It means that people have oversold this coin. So when I look at the current price, I bring my horizontal line. I look at the current price of this coin, which is here, and I draw a line at the current price. Then I ask myself a question. From the current price, where did the coin go lowest? It went lowest. I can use the body close of the candle here. Then I say, where did it go lowest again? It went lowest here. And it is done from the current price. Even when I look at the past, it is done. It means that if I enter this coin to where it is, and I say from the current price, where was the coin failed to go more than? So failed to go more than, I will use the body close of the red candle or the green candle at the top. So it means that if this coin is going to go up from here, it can go up to here. But if it is also going to go down, it will move from here to here. So I open my margin calls and might take a profit. I'm using support and resistance. Am I making sense to someone? I'm not only using support and resistance, I'm also using the stochastic RSI to give me a clear picture. We have looked at other indicators. I can remove this one. We have looked at other indicators like the MACD, the moving average, convergence, divergence indicator. I can also bring it. Now, for it is trying to tell me that Kabanda Julius, the coin might continue going down. So it is very important for me to trade with margin calls. Now, this is 4 hours. Let me check in 1 hour. Because it can differ from one time frame to another. Let me check in 30 minutes. The coin will still go down. So I must trade with margin calls. How do I know that it can go down? I use the MACD. If that one is not clear, I bring another one. We have looked at Bollinger Bands. I press Bollinger Bands in my chart. Now let me put it back in 4 hours. I press Bollinger Bands in my chart, and we have discussed Bollinger Bands, although I did not press them in here. And I told you, when it is at the lower line, it means it has been oversold, and you see it is about to approach the lower line. Do you see how you increase your confidence in trading? Do you see how you increase your confidence in trading? You have indicators, you're also drawing your lines. You have indicators, you're also drawing. That's why I started with indicators, because they help you make a better decision. Now, someone is asking me what are margin calls. How did you join if you don't have a robot? Some of you are also becoming a dangerous people. How do you give people our links when they don't have loyalty? Is it fair? How can someone join this call and ask me what is the margin call? Is it fair, really? Someone join this call and does not know margin call? You are here, you don't know margin call, really? You don't know what is a margin call? Why should people be here when they don't have a loyalty robot? What brings us together? Some of you, when you are giving our links, if someone doesn't have, hey, how did you get the margin call percentage? Okay, now the question is good. The first one was not it. How did I get the margin call percentage? Let me remove the Bollinger Band. Look here. This is where the coin went lowest. On the body close. I don't like wicks. We are still continuing. Tomorrow I will emphasize still support and resistance. This was the lowest point from the current price. So I said, if the worst gets to worst, I bring my price range, I put the dot at the current price, I get it down here. That is the margin call. That is the worst I expect if I enter from that price. Am I making sense to someone? Is it clear? Is it clear? Now, today we have learned how to draw lines on a single candle. Tomorrow, we are going to put our focus, although I've touched it a little bit, on how to draw these lines on a group of candles. And that's where now we are going to add in using lines. And we shall also learn about the Hacking Ash candles. The Hacking Ash candles. I want to request all of you who are joining these calls for the first time to go back to the previous lessons, because me, I will not now go back to stochastic RSI. Now I will do them when I finish here. Now, I also don't want to just teach for. We are also going to see that, for example, this note coin. Or if I don't deal with not coin, let me find which coin here. Oh, CTK. Now, listen, friends. We have just been discussing, listen to me, that a coin can move from a lowest price to the highest price. Listen to me very clearly, because those who are not attending these classes may have no choice. A coin has been moving from a highest price. Listen to me, from a lower price to the highest price. But a coin can also move from a highest price to a lower price. Give me a one if you understand it. I can trade a coin two ways using my robot. When it is moving from a lower price to a highest price, it's called a long. When it is moving from a lowest price to a highest price to a lower price, it's called a short. So I can long the market and I can short the market. And doing this is what we call trading futures. I can enter a coin from here to here to be my take profit. And I can also enter a coin from here back to here to also be my take profit. This is called longing a coin, and this is called shorting a coin. Give me a yes in the chat if I'm clear. People have started asking me, and now someone will say, you have never talked about futures. You have never talked about futures. Now I have. You can enter a coin when you are saying it's going to go up. That is called longing a coin. You can enter a coin when you see it has now reached resistance and it has changed the character. It is now going to go down, and that is called shorting, and that is called trading futures. So that's why here on your Royal Q, I can look at a coin here on futures because they are here. UST, Binko, Marker, Python, Linky. Like the same way I analyze a coin. Am I making sense? The same way I analyze a coin that it's going to go up is the same way I also look at the same coin here in futures. Spot. Am I making sense to someone? Am I making sense to someone? Am I making sense to someone? Because the market is the same. The market is the same. The analysis is the same. I can look at a coin and I say this coin is going to go up. I can look at a coin and I say this coin is going to go down. The going up of the coin is called long. So that when I come here, I want to trade. You see? You see? The coin going up is called long. And when I see that the coin is going to go down, is called short. The only difference is that here at futures, I can do what we call leveraging. I can leverage, which we are going to discuss. But now, if you know what long means and what short means, give me a yes in the chat. I told you this season I'm going to teach you futures. If you now know what long means and what short means, give me a yes in the chat. So this season, I'm going to teach you future trading so that you can make more money. So you can make money when the market is going up. You can make the money when the market is going down. I'm not here to nurture amateurs. I'm here to nurture professionals. The difference is in futures, you can leverage. You can use more than what you have. You have $10, then you say, Mr. Exchange, help and multiply by my money by 10, which is called a 10x. So when you tap on trade setting and you have entered, they will tell you how many do you want to multiply? Then you say, I want you to multiply for me 5 times 15. The maximum is 20 here on Royal Q. 10, 30, it will not work. So 1, 2, 3, up to 20. So if you have leveraged, when the coin goes in your favor, the profit will also look huge because you have multiplied more. But also, when the thing doesn't go in your favor, that is the point I will emphasize. When it doesn't go in your favor, margin calls will prevent you from being liquidated. But when the coin continues, my friend, you can still be liquidated. Margin calls will prevent you from losing the money. But when the coin refuses and still takes the direction in the opposite journey, you will lose money. That is what I will discuss. There is leverage and there is real loss. In sport, no leverage, but there is floating loss. So me, I'm going to teach you everything. It is up to you. Hello? Hello? Are we following? So we have started. So tomorrow, I'm going to show you support and resistance. So when you think that the coin will go against you, that is shorting. Going on your wheel, that is longing. So me, I'm going to teach you everything. It is going to be up to you to decide where you will make money. But understand that the other side, when things change, things burn. But let me tell you one thing. The futures are very good. Futures are very good. Futures are very good. Futures are very good. Futures are very, very good. I have traded futures on certain coins. Some have got liquidated. Let me show you a coin here. All these ones I have traded. That's why they are my favorite. But actually, yeah, I've done futures. And sometimes I made it, other times they hit me on the head. Let me show you. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I make, other times they hit me on the head. Yeah, they hit me on the head. Let me change to futures. Future man. Let me show you. Sometimes I have made money. Other times I have, but the profit is good. I was using very little money. But other times I was struck along the head. Yeah, but I used the $5 and I made $4. Yeah, so, but you see, when they come for the head, if you are not good at risk management, They can even take the leg. Yeah, the coin can come for the head, and it also goes with the leg. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, they can. Yeah, I have made some profit, so I know it works. Yeah, yeah, sometimes they can go with the intestine. Yes, yeah, they can go with the intestine. But I'll teach you risk management and also how to avoid some of these challenges. God bless you. Too much of anything is always bad. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Uh, See you tomorrow, and bye everyone. The reason why I want to teach you futures is because when we enter the bull run, when you enter futures, you will make a lot of money. You will make a lot of money. When the markets are good and you say long and it longs, long and longs, my friend, you might, I want you to retire early and rich. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give me some love hearts if you have learned something. Give me some love hearts. Let us check our coin we traded. Let us check our coin we traded. Please, when you give me a love heart, by the way, I want also to pass this message. When I say give me a love heart, what I mean, the love heart ends here on the Zoom. Do not look for me personally, because I have had that challenge. Do not look for me personally. Am I clear? When you give me a love heart, the love heart is only here for the Zoom. Don't look for me personally. I've heard people, I gave you my love heart on the Zoom. That's why I'm here in your chat. Please, the love heart ends here. When this training is closed, everything here has ended. Don't come in my chat with the love heart. Okay, so it is only here. Don't extend it. Don't extend it anyway. Yeah, it is only here. It ends here. So someone gave me a love heart the other time and came to my inbox. My love heart I gave you on Zoom was real. I mean it. I mean it. Then I was like, what do you mean? Then he said it was real. My love heart was real. So please, it is only for Zoom. When I press end, your love heart goes with the Zoom. It does not continue. Thank you very much for understanding. Thank you very much. It is short-lived. Thank you, Nabos. It does. So I'm now ending with all your love hearts. So I'm now ending with all your love hearts. So when I end the Zoom, your love heart ends here. Thank you so much for understanding. God bless you. See you on the next call tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow. And those in Masaka who support Budu, those in Masaka who support Budu FC, and you make sure you do not miss out on our offers that we are giving to Budu supporters in Masaka. Don't miss out. You will be eaten. Don't joke. This Zoom has people